Rama Hari Jai. So, you all, I mean, most of us would have seen the movie, the Mahavatara Narasimha. So, if you have not, I will request you all to go back and see the movie. So, we all know the basic story of Prahlad Maharaj and Narasimhadev. But so many of the things in the even in the movie they've not been able to show because it's just 3 hours of time. So, one such important thing is that how Prahlad Maharaj he is being born in a demoniac family. He's a devotee because Narada Muni, when Prahlad Maharaj's mother Khayalu was in his was carrying Prahlad Maharaj. So at that time, Narada Muni chanted Srimad Bhagavatam. So because of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, even being in womb, Prahlad Maharaj gained lot of devotee qualities. So it's a very very important learning for all of us because we not now but in future we will be going to be mothers, and so whenever it is, so you can all remember that whenever you're carrying a baby, it's very important to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can see from the live example of Prahlad Maharaj, even though born in a demoniac family, he has become such a wonderful devotee, and he is such a boon to the society basically, because when he was 3 to 4 years old, so Prahlad Maharaj, he is giving even in he was being sent to the demoniac school, so school of asuras. So at that time, these kids in this image you can see, in these kids are asuric kids actually. But Prahlad Maharaj, after their regular asura class, so he used to sit in front of them, and then he used to share them stories of Lord Krishna, Lord Viṣṇu, and he used to tell them lot of learnings, and he used to give them he used to give them important learnings to become a very nice devotee of Lord Viṣṇu. So even though born in a asura family, he made even though all his friends were asuric, he made lot of devotee friends. Even in the movie we saw that few of them has had become a devotee. So today we will be we'll try to discuss what Prahlad Maharaj is actually telling all his demoniac friends when he was 3 to 4 years old. So it starts with I'll be quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam, because Srimad Bhagavatam Amala Puranam. So just by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, it will purify us. This is from seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. For those who want to read the whole section, because the Narasimha Chaturdashi is coming, so it's from seventh canto basically. Any portion of seventh canto you can read. If you have a book, it's well and good. If you don't have book, in Veda base, you can just type Veda base Canto 7 Srimad Bhagavatam, so you'll get the chapters. Very very beautiful chapters. Daily few shlokas you can read with translation and purport. It's very very delicious to heart. 7.6.1 Shri Prarada Uvacha Kaumāra ācaret prājño dharman bhāgavataniha durlabam manusham janma tadapi adruvam artadam. So here every word that Prahlad Maharaj is speaking to his classmates is very very profound actually. So here Prahlad Maharaj is saying the first line. He's saying kaumāra ācaret. Kaumāra ācaret means pragya means someone who is wise. Prajna means wise, intelligent. So Prahlad Maharaj is telling that, um, and here we see Prahlad Maharaj is saying ācaret. Ācaret means he is not requesting others like how people request, please take up devotion, like in these days. But Prahlad Maharaj, being merciful devotee, he is instructing us. He's telling us that someone who is wise and intelligent, such a person should properly execute dharman. What is that dharman? It is Bhagavata dharma. That is, it is our spiritual dharma. What is spiritual dharma? Um, that is the shloka comes, yatho bhaktir adokshaje savai pumsan paro dharmo yatho bhaktir adokshaje. That is the topmost dharma that we can ever execute, is the Bhagavata dharma. And how to execute it? Ahetuki apratihata, without any motivation, just by serving. You have seen, like, if you see the great devotees of the Lord, they are always in the mood of giving. Any devotee you can take up, if you go to Maharashtra, there are so many devotees like Sant Tukaram, Ekanath, and even there are so many devotees of Balaji. There are so many devotees of Lord Krishna like Mirabai, Sudama. You see, even though they were in a very, very poverty stricken mood, they were always in the mood of giving to the Lord. So we have to imbibe this mood of giving without expecting from the Lord. That is serving the Lord without expecting. And apratihata means in any condition, without be it sunny, be it rainy, that is, in our life there are good situation, in our life there are bad situation. We should always remember that Krishna is our supreme father, and we should try to serve him to the best of our ability. And here, so Prahlad Maharaj is saying that intelligent person should definitely execute what should execute Bhagavata Dharma. That is, he is telling that how next line it is telling from which age somebody can ask. So Prahlad Maharaj is telling that from kaumāra. See, the first word itself is kaumāra. So the age that is between, that is right from the birth up to 5 years, 5 years, that age is called as kumara, kaumara. So there is kaumara, then there is pauganda, then there is yauvana, like this the age span 10, like 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, like this it is divided actually. So 0 to 5th age it is called as kaumara. So Prahlad Maharaj is telling that right from the birth we have to start devotion. Why so early? Somebody may ask, why so early? So when especially when age old people, when they see little kids doing bhakti or wearing kanti, wearing tilak, they actually little kids wearing tilak, kanti, and saying Hare Krishna, there's actually, it's so cute actually. But when age old people who are not into devotion, when they see them, they ask their parents, like, he or she is just a child, why do you want to teach her bhakti now, him bhakti now? Because this is the time for them to enjoy, play, and play around. You can do bhakti when you're when you're old, you can see. They say, but Prahlad Maharaj says that here the word in the third line, you can see durlabam manusham janma. He says that human life is so rare that we don't even know that the old age, so-called vriddha. Actually, in the Shastra, vriddha is defined not as old age, it is defined as the age before the death. So, can we guarantee that doesn't come to us that early? Because, for like even we have seen so many unfortunate cases where children, as soon as they're born, they die. And many a times after they are born, they have some health diseases, and soon they'll die. And over a period of time also, they either via accident or via so many other reasons, via natural calamities, via plane crashes, like this, via so many things, people die at any point of time. There are people who like they, because of so many unfortunate conditions, they've been cases where they have been there are kids who have been dead at the young age, and then in the youth people have also died, and in our age also people have died. So we cannot say that vriddha means like we will not get old, that is, we will not get reach the age of death very, very late. And so here Prahlad Maharaj is saying that human form is very, very rarely attained. And second thing is, he's saying that it is adruvam. You can see the last line, it is said adruvam. Adruvam means very, very flickering. So what is that thing that is flickering? That is, sometimes our health is good, sometimes health is bad, sometimes we have good situation in our job, sometimes we have bad situation in our job, and sometimes things are very favorable around us, things are not very favorable around us. So like this, things are very flickering. And moreover, like how I said, we cannot predict the lifespan of a person, including mine, including anybody's actually. So that's why it is so temporary. So human form is so rare. And even even after attaining human form, which we have attained now, it is so rare to maintain it, because it's so difficult for us to even sustain through this material life for so long years. So you may say, Mataji, um, human, like you are saying that people will die at an old age, but I have seen so many people who are living up to the age of 20, 30, even after 60, 70 also. So why should not I perform bhakti when I'm 70 years old? What's the problem with that? So anybody can have that question. So Shripad Shankaracharya, he says this very beautiful bhajan. You may have heard that Shripad Shankaracharya has given this verses called Bhaja Govindam verses. So here, Shripad Shankaracharya, this is the verse 15 from Bhaja Govindam. I mean, for those who know. Angam galitam palitam mundam dashanaviha hinam jatam tundam vriddho yati grihitva dandam tadapi namunchatya sapindam bhaja govindam bhaja govindam bhaja govindam bhaja govindam govindam bhaja mudamate. So here Shripad Shankaracharya ji is telling that old age is a very difficult time. Why? Because angam galitam, body is like it becomes worn out. We have seen our elders, like we have seen our own grandparents, and senses get weaker because we cannot hear clearly. Like we cannot sit or stand or walk. And what to say about speaking on hearing? Like we have seen our elders themselves, it's very difficult for them to speak clearly or hear clearly. They need a hearing aid. So when it is so difficult to even hear or remember Krishna, so what to say about following the like path that is given in the scripture? So it's extremely difficult actually. That is why Prahlad Maharaj is saying that it is kaumaram ācaret prājña, that is intelligent person should perform bhakti right from childhood. Why? Because durlabam manusham janma, because this human form was very rare. Adruvam, because even after getting this human form of life, it is very difficult to maintain. And it's like a bubble, like anytime this material life can, like our life can burst. Therefore our life is sometimes compared to kamala dala jala jivana tala mala bhajahu hari padani tire. So Govindadas Kaviraj in this very beautiful bhajan called as Bhajahu Re Mana, Bhajahu Re Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. So this bhajan, he's saying that our life is, it's like a drop of water on the leaf of the lotus. Have you seen, like here also, like I found this beautiful like a picture created, an art created by some devotee, that if there in the a pond, when there is a lotus, and when there is the lotus leaf, if you can see the droplets on the lotus leaves, it doesn't get absorbed because it stays on top. And whenever there is air, this leaf moves here and there, and the drop can anytime fall. So similarly, like our life, it's like a it's tottering like a drop of water on the lotus leaf. Anytime it can fall back into into the um, back into the pond. So this like human form has very amazing characteristics actually. So you may think, like you may see like around you, all everybody is a human, so you may think what's so rare about this human form of life. But actually when you study shastras, you understand human form of life is so rare. So Prahlad Maharaj says that the most important form of human form of life is arthaha. Artha means paramartha, that is the highest meaning, that is the highest value to life. The human form of life which can give is the highest attainment, which is prema pumarto mahan. Prema pumarto mahan means love for Shri Radha Krishna. So you see any form of like life, like there are dogs, cats, aquatics, plants, you see any form of life, you cannot take a like a bhakti, you cannot make a dog sit in a session and hear and understand also. First of all, hear or understand and follow the principles of bhakti. So in the Padma Purana, there is this beautiful shloka that is given, that Jalajanava Lakshani Sthavara Laksha Vimshati Kramayo Rudra Sankhyayaha Pakshinam Dasha Lakshanam Trimsha Lakshani Pashavaha Chatur Lakshani Manushaha. So how much are the human being species? It's only 4 lakhs. So you may ask, what are the other species and how much it is? Even the same thing we have discussed in earlier Bhagavad Gita sessions also. There are 9 lakh species of aquatic animals, and 20 lakh species of immovable beings like trees, vegetations, etc., plants, etc. And there are 11 lakh species of reptiles, insects, which are crawling on the earth. And there are 10 lakh species of birds. So there are finally uh, three 30 lakh species of four-legged beasts and 4 lakh species. You can see these species are like, it's not like these many number of people are there. 4 lakh species means, it means that that many species based on the consciousness are there. Based on consciousness, 4 lakh species of human beings are there. So you see how in this picture also, very beautiful picture, you can see that how just 4 lakhs, you see trees and plants are 20, aquatics are like 9 lakhs, insects and reptiles are 11 lakh, birds are like 10 lakh, animals are 30 lakh, and human form is so rare, because after crossing 84 lakh species of life, you can imagine, we don't even know how many lifetimes we would have crossed. So first of all, so this human form of life is so rare to attain. Even though we see all human, so many human beings around us, it's not that just like that we have attained the human form of life. Because of our past karma and because of the mercy of Krishna, we have attained this human form of life. And even in this human form of life, why is it so rare, you may ask? Because so many people are born mentally challenged, so many people are physically crippled, and so many people are financially handicapped. And you see how fortunate we are. We should be so grateful, because we have a roof on the top. We have, like, we not only get 3 square meal, we get so many square meals. Like, there are so many people out of us that eat once in a hour, once in 2 hours. So we have to be grateful for so many things we are already having. So I once we once saw a status on the WhatsApp that it said that I'm so busy counting my blessings that I don't have time to count what I don't have. That is what I'm being deprived of. So, actually, as a practicing devotee, or as a even a simple a simple good-hearted person, we should always count the blessings at the end of our day. So you can make it a simple practice to have a gratitude journal. It doesn't have to be a book or anything. You can just make you just create a group with your sibling, with your parents, and then just keep them away. Like, you can, let's say I usually add my sister and just throw her out of the group. So now that group belongs to me. Now in that group, I every day I like, you can mention one, two, three things that you're grateful for. So you may ask, why is that so important, Mataji? Because so many obstacles that we are getting day in day out, we need some motivation to even survive in this material world. And we cannot sleep upset, sleep worried, sleep in anxiety, tension all day long. So it's a very good practice to list 2 or 3 things that you are grateful for. It can be anything, and then you can thank God for that. It is said that when we thank God for what we have, God bestows us more and more with what we actually deserve. So, which with what we actually don't deserve also, that's what I meant. So but unfortunately, the condition is that we don't count for the blessings. Anything, something small happens, we complain, we cry, we make it a we make a big mess out of it. I mean, at least like all of us women, we do it. I also do it. Like, small things, it's the nature of women to make it big. And even though it's nothing, after 5 days, after next day also, it doesn't matter for us. But we are especially very famous for making things big. So in this verse, how it is said that Krishna, he loves us so much, he's providing us all these facilities. So at least, the as a form of in a form of gratitude, we can do bhakti to him. And when we do bhakti to him sincerely, Krishna will call us back home. So back home, what is the advantage? No obstacles, no worries, no anxieties. It is called Vaikunta. Vaikunta means no kunta, that is no anxieties. It is complete, full of happiness, Satchidananda. Eternal, Sat means eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, Ananda, means eternal happiness. So who doesn't want eternal happiness? I want to be always happy. I don't want to be sad even for a moment. And Krishna says, okay, you come back to me. You perform bhakti and come back to me. So you can be ever happy. So it's Krishna and only Krishna. We should always remember that Krishna and only Krishna who can guarantee us eternal happiness. Because something may give us happiness, like a gulab jamun can give us happiness, ice cream can give us happiness, or going out can give us happiness. So many things can give us happiness, but it's very, very temporary. But Krishna, he can give us eternal happiness. So in the second shloka, Krishna is saying that yata hi purushasyeha Viṣṇopadopasarpanam yadesha sarvabhutanam priya atmeshwara suhrit. So the human form of life, it affords one a chance to return home back to Godhead. Like how I was saying, in none other form. All we heard about like reptiles. We heard about trees, reptiles, aquatics, reptiles, then four-legged animals, then two-legged animals, then like we see, like there are birds, insects, so many things. None of them has a chance to go back home back to Godhead. They have to traverse through that 84 lakh species, come to the human form of life. And because in this form of life we have a higher consciousness by which we can read about Lord, understand what pleases Lord, perform that, and go back home back to Godhead. That's why every living entity, especially in this human form of life, Prabhupada is saying in the purport, must engage in the devotional service to the lotus feet of Lord Viṣṇu. This devotional service is natural. So how the nature of the water is to be liquid, so similarly our Sanatana Dharma. So right now this Sanatana Dharma, Sanatani, I'm a Sanatani, these like statements are so famous, but people don't know what is actually our Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma means that which cannot be separated from that entity. Like sweetness cannot be separated from sugar, correct? Similarly saltiness cannot be separated from salt. Similarly the nature of service cannot be separated from soul. And the worst part is we are not intending that nature of service towards Krishna, but for towards everything else. Definitely we have to serve everything else, but we have to serve Krishna. We have to keep Krishna as the topmost priority, and we have to serve him the most. So here in this verse you see Prahlad Maharaj is saying that we may ask the question, okay, now we have to do bhakti, to whom we have to do bhakti? So here Prahlad Maharaj is saying Viṣṇu, in the second line you can see Viṣṇu pada upasarpanam, which means the bhakti is the process by which drags us closer and closer to our dear Krishna. And when we go dear to Krishna, it's like Krishna is all happy, and when we go closer to him we also become very happy. It's like a wire connecting to the source, like a plug connecting to the electric source. Definitely current flows through it. If the source is proper, then even the current flows through it. That's how all the charging happens. Similarly our source of happiness should be Krishna, and the more and more we connect to Krishna via various processes of bhakti, like chanting, hearing, reading, attending sessions like this, the more and more we'll like gradually our what do you say, the quota of happiness, it increases. And the Prahlad Maharaj classmates, like all of us, he was asking, so why Krishna? There are so many other demigods, there are so many other Surya Dev, Chandra Dev, so many, like Bhudevi, like so many people are there. So why Krishna? So here in the last line, Prahlad Maharaj gives the answer that Krishna is Priya, Atma, Ishvara, and Suhrit. So Priya means very, very dear. Krishna is very dear. Like, see, we may not love Krishna, but Krishna loves each and every one of us so much we cannot even expect how much. And Atma Ishvara means he is the Lord of our own soul. Our soul has a Lord, that is Paramatma, that is our dear Krishna. And Suhrit means our only best friend. You may say, I have so many best friends. Our only everlasting best friend, not just this life, but every life. If you say, if somebody is a best friend, if somebody is a well wisher, that well wisher is Krishna. And not just to us, Krishna is a well wisher to every living entity, actually. So Srila Prabhupada explains that there are different types of friends. So you might be like, you'll be very keen to know this. So there are so many words that are given in Sanskrit for the friends, actually. So the first word is Mitra. Mitra means like very, very affectionate, with whom we will share our thoughts, our feelings. And then there is Bandhu. Bandhu means with whom we have sambandha. That is, we have a relation, very close relation with that friend. And then there is Saka. Saka means to with whom we'll play, we will eat, we will share our food and things like that. But Suhrit, if you divide the word, Sanskrit is such a beautiful language. If you divide the word Suhrit, Hrit means heart, and Su means it is like good. Like if you cannot break an English language, like a one word, like a friend, you cannot break a word and give two meanings. But the Sanskrit is such a beautiful language. One word itself, the word itself conveys the meaning. Hrit means heart, and Su means good. So the one who has good heart means the one who always thinks of the well-wish or good welfare of the others. So like you can also call it as a sweetheart. So we can say that Krishna is our sweetheart, because like he's a very good hearted person. Um, so Krishna is the like super soul of all the living entities. I always give this example. If you have heard any of my sessions earlier also, that like right now we have our parents, our relatives, our friends. So let's say our parents, or let's say our the closest relationship, it is said that it's between a mother and a child, and also between a husband and a wife. Let's say husband and wife are too much attached to each other. They love each other so much. Now the husband will get to know that next life he is becoming a pig. Now if he asks wife, will you come as a pig, like wife pig with me to next life, what will the wife say? No, I want a better human life. I don't want to come to, I don't want to become a pig and come be stay in the gutter. Who would like to become like that? But Krishna, no matter we become pig, or no matter you see, we were all these things earlier. Before human form of life, we were at once, we were pig, we were snake, we were insects, we were trees. At every form of life, Krishna, he has come as a real friend. And he's nobody wants to enter our come and like make friendship with us. But life after life, he's coming with us and he's making friendship with us. He's right in our heart and waiting for us to just look at him and say some loving words and turn towards him and start the path of devotion. Because see, if you see who is the most well-wishing person in our own life, it's our mother actually. More than our father also, it will be our mother in most of the case. Because let's say a child is attracted to fire, or a child is attracted to knife. So even though the child cries and jumps around, mother knows um, it's not good for the child. The child will get harmed. So mother will never let the child go closer to the fire, go closer to the knife. Have you seen? So like this. When our mother, she knows it is not good for us, she's a suhrit for us actually, and she doesn't let us doing bad things. So she can do it when she can protect us, and she can help us as long like this one whole life, we can say. But Krishna is that mother. Krishna is that supreme mother who is protecting us life after life. We want to again go down in the life cycle, to animals, to birds, to so many, like to reptiles, to trees. We like Krishna is saying, why do you want to take all this birth and suffer? So have you seen a tree? Like the tree, it stands all day all night. It doesn't have a cloth. It has to bear the cold, it has to bear the tree, bear the heat, bear the rain. And somebody may water, somebody may not water, people will throw stones at it, people will cut it. So you cannot even imagine the life of a tree. Similarly, animals also. A dog, it may get a food, it may not get a food today. Sometimes even street dogs, we may be putting like biscuits and other things. But let's say we have gone out for a week for a trip, who will take care of that street dog? It's Krishna who is taking care of that street dog. So we see in this way Krishna. You can see this is a very, very beautiful picture. There are birds, there are animals, there are peacocks, pigeons. Then there are like cows. Sorry, then there is deer. There are old people, there are young people. Krishna, tree, flowers. So Krishna is taking care of everybody. He is the supreme well-wisher. suhrit. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj says that Krishna is that one well-wisher, life after life, so caringly, lovingly taking care of us in all time, in all place, in all circumstances. Therefore, we have to reciprocate that infinite love that is given by Krishna to us by doing bhakti seriously. So Krishna is not asking, okay, you give me like 1 lakh rupees, or he's not saying that you give me your property, you give me your what do you say, possessions. Krishna is only saying that you give me your heart. He's saying that whatever you have, you offer it to me, and then you have it back. So like this, devotion is it's an art of heart. Actually, it's not nothing. It doesn't matter. A poor person like Sudama can perform bhakti, and a rich person anybody can perform bhakti. A rich person like Ambrish Maharaj is a king. He had everything, A to Z. He had so much wealth that even 10 generations, next 10 generations could sit and eat. But he was also doing bhakti. Like this, bhakti can be done by everybody. So like the note for here, for us here is, Krishna is our eternal well-wisher. We should always remember, especially when we are going through difficult situation, we should know that Krishna's plan will always be the best, and we should try to perform devotion. Whatever little we are doing, we should do it more sincerely and more seriously, and go towards Krishna. So now in the third shloka, we have just 4 shlokas. So with 4 shlokas, we will have a summary of the learnings, and we will have some stories to discuss in between. So in next 15 minutes, Sukam Aindriyakam Daitya Deha Yogena Dehinam Sarvatra Labhyate Daivat Yatat Dukkam. There is another word, probably I would have missed that. Prahlad Maharaj continued, my dear friends, born of the demoniac families. So he's telling his demoniac kid, like family kid, like the kids who are around him. The happiness perceived with reference to the sense objects by being contact with the body can be obtained in any form of life according to one's past activities, fruitive activities. Such happiness is automatically obtained without endeavor as we obtain distress. So the in simple words, if I have to tell you, that sometimes we struggle hard so much to get something, but yet we don't get it. So see, there are two people, they're working very hard. So one person has become a he has become a billionaire, and the other person is still, he's he's working more than the billionaire is working, but he's still selling the chai on the street. Why is it? Because based on our past karma, the amount of sukha that we are getting, the amount of dukkha that we are getting, it is destined for our life. So just by merely putting hard work, we cannot change that sukha or change that dukkha. So people, um, we see that sometimes people work so hard but they don't get what they want. So it doesn't mean that we have to stop working. No, no, it that is not the meaning here. That is not the intent here. The intent here is, we have to give our best, the work to the best of our abilities, and the results that we are getting, we should just accept it. Whatever we are getting, we should be just satisfied with it, knowing that because of my past karma, I'm getting this. So what can I do better? The thing that you can do better is, you can start doing bhakti. When you start doing bhakti, automatically the karmic reactions become less and less, the bad karma become less and less, and the spiritual sukriti, that is the spiritual credits, it increases, goes on increasing. And when that happens, what happens is, Lord will personally take care of you. Right now it is Maya Devi, that is the mother nature, who is taking care of you, because we are in the cycle of good karma, bad karma, good karma, bad karma. But when we start doing bhakti, especially when we do intense bhakti, it's Krishna who personally takes care of us. And that's why we see that, most of the karmic reactions that we have accumulated, slowly it will get vanishing, and auspiciousness will start coming. So this way we see that Krishna, he'll help us in all possible ways. So in the like first 2 verses, actually we got the aim of life, that is how we have to what we have done, and why we are not doing the bhakti. And now in this verse, actually we are learning that how because we don't find immediate joy in bhakti, we are struggling to do bhakti. So in this verse basically we are seeing that why are we not doing bhakti. Like, we know that bhakti is the topmost thing, we all know at least, that we have to do devotion to Lord, because that is what that leads us to auspicious life, even in this life and even in the next life. So, but we know that but yet we are struggling to take up bhakti. That is because we are behind the immediate joy. What is that immediate joy? See, we get happiness by so many things actually. By when we do sense enjoyment, like when we put a rasgulla, sudden happiness, sudden burst of happiness into our mouth. And when we watch a movie, when we eat something in the restaurant, or when we immediately when we watch shorts, in the YouTube, immediate joy. So there is like immediate trigger of joy. It's called as instant joy. So we are all used to this instant joy. But when it comes to devotional activities like japa or reading Bhagavad Gita or associating with devotees, coming to sessions like this, so people say, okay, we don't have time, we are struggling to have time. Like the same people who are saying we don't have time, they have time for shorts, they have time to speak, they have time to waste, they have time to roam around doing nothing, but they don't have time to devotion. It's not about time actually, it's about taste. Like, because all these things that are related to Lord, they are not giving instant joy, so we find it hard to do. But like, few of us who, even after the struggle, when we stick to the little things of devotion, the end result is immense. What is that end result? The end result is immense joy. So you can see this slide actually, instant joy versus eternal joy. So the so many things that we do, that will give us, in the left side I've quoted the activities of eternal joy, that is activities of bhakti. In the right side I've given the instant joy. So instant joy can give us pleasure to some time, but after that it is leading to misery. But eternal joy is not like that. Right now we are in a situation where we are still struggling to do little acts of devotion. That's why we are not feeling that eternal joy actually. But when we do it, putting our heart more and more with absorption, you can see there is immense joy. That's why you see so many people, they are so many people in our own ISKCON, they have dedicated their life for Krishna consciousness. How can they dedicate their whole life? That is because they're finding immense joy in doing it. So for us, like being in home, so working as a working professionals, we don't have to give up anything. We just have to take up that little activities of bhakti and do it with absorption. The key word is with absorption and intensely, that is seriously. And we can start seeing effects in our own life also. So Prahlad Maharaj says that bhakti is the path of patience actually. It gives us joy, but after sometimes. That's why this is the problem, we want instant joy which distracts us from the eternal happiness. So in this verse it is also said that uh, it is also said that tat prayaso na kartavyo mukunda charanambujam. That is the first instruction which we are getting is this like the cycle, that is the sense gratification cycle. We have to stop wasting time. That is tat prayasa. It's very simple, like you can see in this picture also. Like when we are driving a car, so let's say we are visiting a destination, so we put the destination in the GPS, we follow that route. So when we follow that route, there is no distraction actually, we reach the destination as soon as possible. But the example that is given, that I'm trying to give here is, the car is like our human form of life basically, and our destination given by GPS, that is Guru Parampara system, is Radha Krishna's lotus feet. So we have to just follow the path that is given in the scriptures. Prabhupada has given us so many wonderful things. We have to just follow that path, and then we will go back to Krishna and get eternal happiness. But what is our problem? We are taking left, we are taking right, like we are not following the path properly. That's why we are not getting actual happiness. So Like another example is, you see in this car, the child is driving, the mother is driving, and child is like taking the mother, child is in the passenger seat. The child says, I want balloon. And when the mother is driving, the child says, I want balloon, I want to go here, I want to go there. The child is showing in the route, and child is asking the mother to stop. Mother knows if she stops, what will happen? Definitely they'll not reach the destination soon. So our mind is like a demanding child, so it keeps looking here and there, always distracted. So what is the solution? Just don't hear the mind. When you know this is good for, like it's always important to whenever you do something, it's always good to write that thing down and think, if is it good for me, is it bad for me, not in a point of just this moment, but in a point of eternity. Because we are here discussing about how we want eternal happiness, not just temporary happiness. So like how we don't you just hear the like hear how the mother is just, she's just listening to the kid, she's not stopping the kid, she's just listening to the kid, but she's not acting what the kid wants. She's not doing what the kid wants, she's just ignoring the kid, she knowing that the kid doesn't know what is best. Similarly, we should also keep moving, just keep moving. Mind will be putting on lot of distraction, lot of thoughts, lot of desires. When we know it's not good for us, we should just ignore it. Tat prayasa na kartavya. We should not waste any time and efforts in it. So what is the destination? The destination is Mukunda Charanambujam. That is, you see this beautiful lotus feet of Krishna. So the destination that we will be getting is the lotus feet of Krishna. It is said that lotus feet of Krishna is so cool, like thousands and thousands of moonshines put together. It is that Shitala. We might have experienced sometimes in the nature in the night. It is so cool. It gives us a sense of feeling of peace and calmness. So when we attain lotus feet of Krishna, we get that peace and calmness forever actually. So I'll just tell you an amazing story actually, why we should not waste time for unnecessary things. So there was a cartoon actually. That cartoon is, in that cartoon, one person, he has fallen into the pit. You can all imagine actually. He has fallen into the pit, and that pit is very very deep down, and it is very cold in that pit now. And people who are up, they have put a very very long ladder into that wooden ladder into that pit. Now the person in the pit, he's feeling very very cold actually. So what should he actually do? He should just climb the ladder and go up and be safe forever. But because he's feeling very cold, he's just taking the steps of that ladder, whatever the steps are there, right? It is wood. He's just cutting that steps from the ladder one after another, and he's making a pile, and he's lighting the fire to get the warmth. So you see, what is happening here? Two things are happening here. First thing is, he's keeping himself warm, but it is definitely temporarily. After that wood diminishes, so he cannot even go back, he cannot even stay there. He will it's just temporary. And second thing is, he's losing the opportunity to go to the top. So he's just burning the steps of ladder, which is something so important, just to give himself temporary worth. So here also, this makes perfect spiritual sense actually. Because when we don't waste time for temporary temptations, let's say like we're in the pit of this world, and that ladder is the time actually. When we use this time for Krishna, we can get out of the pit, that is this loop of birth, death, old age, disease, very easily. But instead, if we use in temporary warmth, that is instant happiness, which we also instant eatables, instant going out, instant, so many instant things actually. It's not that I'm not telling you don't stop it instantly, stop it quickly. But the thing I'm trying to explain you is, whatever you're doing right now, at least try to understand that it is all the pleasures that you're getting is temporary, and there is something that is eternally waiting for you, which gives you lot of satisfaction, and which gives you lot of happiness, and Krishna wants you to get that happiness. So whatever that person did, that burning that steps for temporary happiness, similarly we should not waste this valuable human form of life like wasting for instant joys and losing the eternal happiness, going back to that 84 lakh species again. Who wants to be a snake? Who wants to be a insect? Who wants to be a tree? None of us wants it. So here we have to, it is said that we have to stop wasting the time. And uh, like Prabhupada, like Prahlad Maharaj, he gives a very, very wonderful chart for all of us. So let's say somebody is uh, like somebody is surviving for 100 years. So here it is said that 50 years we are we are wasting in definitely not wasting, we are spending in sleep and other sense gratification, like taking bath and eating and so many things. So half of the time basically you see, where people sleep at night like 12 like that, and then they cannot wake up at 5 6. It's so difficult because they've slept late, so they wake up at 9 10. So you can imagine it's like 10 to 12 hours of sleep. So half of the day is gone. Similarly, half of the life is gone. That is, let's say 100 years somebody is living, 50 years is gone. And then 20 years, the first 20 years, like first 10 years we were child playing, and next 10 years we were just studying. And that, so in that way studying, and also we were in our youthhood leading to so many temptations, so that is also gone. Now the last 20 years, that is the old age actually. So like how I discussed, old age means like so many difficulties, we cannot do anything actually in the old age. I mean, very fortunate people are they have good health and things like that. And now we see nowadays old age is like 40 50 for us, for all of us, as and when the generation is passing. So in the remaining 10 years, so if you calculate 50 years for like sleep and other things, 20 years for childhood, 20 years for old age, what is the thing that is remaining? It's this 10 years. And the 10 years we are wasting, we are spending in taking like working, taking care of our family, and doing so many other things, like watching shorts, watching, like spending time here and there. I mean, whatever is important, like taking care of family, working, definitely we have to do it. It's not that we should not do it. The thing that we are trying to share here is, include devotion in whatever you do and take it up very seriously. You can see I have created this pie chart in which it is said that, like, zero time for soul. So we have like 50% time for like sleep and other refreshments, and 20% is gone in childhood, 20% will go in old age. The rest of the 10% which we know which will go in our work, family attachments and everything. There is no time for the soul. So it's very, very, it's like a high, it's like a big note for all of us that yes, this is the time that we have to take up bhakti, because we are all in a stage where we are passing 20, and we are like below 40 50, which we don't even know what is the like end age for all of us. So we are in that prime age where this is the time where we have to take up bhakti. So I'll have to I'll end by sharing another one story. I mean, another analogy that, see, we are like this ant. You can see in this picture we are like this ant actually. So from like ant is on the wooden pile, wooden like plank, and from both the ends the fire is burning. So when the fire is burning, so what is happening is, the first from the first side, the fire that is burnt is our youthhood actually, which we have already spent. So you can ask yourself what age I am: 20, 30, 28, 30, 29, like that. So that many that much of amount of time is gone in youthhood actually. Now that is already burnt. And what is in the other end is the old age, that will definitely burn. And we are this ant on this thing. If we just stay like that, the fire of material world, it will just devour us, and then we'll fall back to other living entities again. But if we take shelter of what Prahlad Maharaj is giving, the instructions that he is giving to take up bhakti intensely, it's like a leaf actually. So when a leaf is put near the ant can easily step onto that leaf and cross over and then go to a place which is safer for the ant. That is, in our analogy, when we follow these instructions of Prahlad Maharaj to take up bhakti very intensely, so we can step out of that plank, or like the fire of material world, and we can step into the green world of Krishna, that is Goloka Vrindavana. So this way we see that how it is this fire of repeated birth and death. There are like how I was saying that we are in that ant. We are stuck in the middle actually. So there is desires inside, then there is distraction outside. Therefore, we need another D. What is the D? The D is intense devotion actually. So when we take up devotion, very very small steps when we take up, that will lead to a puddle of devotion, puddle of sukriti. So automatically we will see that in our life also this joy of devotion increases very very drastically, and we sooner we become happy and peaceful. So how can we achieve that? So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, I'll end with this two shlokas, that dayaya sarvabhuteshu santushtya ena kenava sarvendriya upashanta cha tushyati ashu janardana. What are the five, like, few things we have to follow? First thing is we have to be kind to all living entities. No matter what, we have to be kind to everybody. Then second thing is, whatever we get, good, bad, whatever we get right now, we should know that it's because of my past karma. Let me do my bhakti very nicely so that my future is secure. And we have to be satisfied, because the more and more we hanker for material things, the more and more we get stuck. Because the clothing we wear, the food we get, the relatives, the parents we have got, the spouse we get, the money that we make, it's all decided actually. The more we become peaceful with whatever we have, and start doing bhakti, the more we see our life becomes better and better actually. So like how I said, the first principle is perform bhakti. Second principle is daya sarva bhuteshu, that is, be like, with the nice heart, be kind to all. Third thing is, always be satisfied no matter what. And fourth thing is, don't give to the temptation. So like, if minds and senses are distracting and forcing us to take a route that is not leading to our destination, so just like, say no to it. Like, just hear it and then just try to ignore that voice that mind is telling you. But on the other end, if mind is giving you an advice that is taking you to the better, become a better self of your, making you a better self, so take that advice and write it down, and then try to follow that advice, daily. And the fifth thing is bhavamasuram, that is, keep the demoniac associations away. It's so important for us to keep the demoniac association away. It's not just people actually, it's even our phone asura, our mobile asura actually. We see that when we watch a short or when we watch a video, we are actually experiencing of being there. Have you seen, if when you see a dog video, you feel as if you're there with the your mind. You're having mind, you're in your mind, there are so many impressions of associating with that dog. Even when you go to a movie, see, in the movie people smile after the movie, some people cry after the movie. Why? Because they're having that impressions, they're experiencing themselves in that position of the characters that are in the movie. So similarly, anything that we see, anything that goes into our brain, garbage in, garbage out. So if you put garbage into the brain, garbage only will come out. That's why all the fights and anxiety and so many things. But if you put good in, good out. So if you put good, then the good thing only are they'll come to all of us. So the final thing is the power of prayer actually. So this one beautiful prayer we can all offer today to the Lord. You can take screenshot of this. It is said that, alas, I have fallen into this deep dark filthy well of samsara, in which viper of so many desires, sex desire, dwells. O invincible Lord, the rope of devotional service is the cause of the universal protection, and is expert at and you are expert at delivering the fallen souls. Please place that rope in my hand. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So Rupa Goswami in Mukunda Mala Sutra, he's saying, Manasi Japani Jushte Labda Patusmi Dushte Timiragahana Rupe Hanta Samsara Kupe Ajita Nikila Raksha He Tumuddara Daksham Upanaya Mama Haste Bhakti Rajum Namaste. So he's saying that, my dear Krishna, I am a very sinful person. Definitely, Rupa Goswami is not a sinful person. He's just like praying it on behalf of all of us. My dear Krishna, I am a very sinful person. I'm fallen into this repeated birth death cycle. It is very deep, and it is very dark. Where there are so many snakes. What are the snakes? The snakes of material desires. And there is not even one drop of water. What is that water? It is full of drought, there is full of dryness, there is no one drop of permanent joy in the form of water here. So all I cannot beg help from others because others here, because all others are also in that same same well, same drought, no water. So I have to ask help from someone who is outside the well, that is you. So please, my dear Krishna, you be merciful unto me, and throw that mercy unto me. I will throw that mercy of rope. What is that rope? That rope of bhakti. I will hold on to that bhakti rope tightly, and you just please pull me out. So we can all offer this prayer that please give me bhakti and let me hold on to this rope of devotion and please you, and may that bring me closer to you, and may that help me escape this loop of birth and death. So we can all offer this very very wonderful prayer. Thank you so much for bearing with me. If you have any question, we can discuss for another 5 minutes. Otherwise, we can stop, end the session. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can discuss offline also. Like every week, I see few of the devotees. They ping me, and we usually discuss a few things over call and over messages. So if you have any questions, so you can personally message me or you can call me. Thank you so much for attending patiently. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.